The most dangerous changes in your body as you age are the ones you don't feel right away. It's not dramatic, no major injury, nothing obvious, just a small misstep, a stumble, or that brief second where your body doesn't respond the way it used to. And you catch yourself thinking, that felt different. Most people brush it off. But here's what most people don't realize. What happens if you avoid balance training as you age isn't just that your balance gets worse. It directly affects your stability, your reaction time, and your risk of falls, especially as balance declines with age. And over time, it starts to impact your mobility, your confidence, and your ability to stay independent. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what happens if you avoid balance training as you age, how it connects to fall prevention, muscle loss, and long-term senior fitness, and what simple steps you can take to stay strong, steady, and in control. Balance doesn't just stay. One of the biggest myths about aging is this: if I stay active, my balance will take care of itself. That sounds reasonable, but it's not how the body actually works. Balance is a skill, and like any skill, if you don't train it, you slowly lose it. Even people who walk every day, even people who lift weights, can still experience balance decline. Because balance training is specific, it relies on three key systems working together: your muscles, your inner ear, vestibular system, and your body awareness, what's called proprioception. As you age, all three naturally begin to decline. And if you're not actively challenging them, that decline speeds up. What actually starts to change? Here's where things get interesting. When you avoid balance training, the changes don't happen all at once. They happen quietly. At first, it's your reaction time. You're a fraction of a second slower to catch yourself. Then it's your coordination. Your body doesn't quite move the way you expect it to. Then it's your confidence. You start to hesitate. You avoid certain movements, certain environments, maybe even certain activities. And over time, that hesitation turns into something bigger, less movement overall, and that's where the real problem begins. The downward loop. Most people miss. When balance declines, most people don't train it. They avoid it. They stop doing things that feel unstable. They hold onto railings more, they move slower, they become more cautious, and that feels like the safe choice. But it actually creates a loop. Less balance leads to less movement. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. Weaker muscles leads to even worse balance. This is how a small issue becomes a major limitation. Not overnight, but gradually. The muscle loss connection. There's another layer most people don't realize. Balance and strength are deeply connected. As you age, you naturally lose muscle, especially in your legs and hips. And those are the exact muscles that stabilize you. Without strength, your body has nothing to rely on when you lose balance. So even a small trip or shift in weight becomes harder to recover from. This is why fall prevention isn't just about being careful. It's about being prepared. Quick balance check. Try this. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you stood on one leg without holding on to anything for more than 10 seconds? Not near a wall, not with support, just you and your balance. Most people over 50 struggle with this more than they expect, and that's not a problem. It's a signal. Your body is telling you something. Your brain is part of this. Balance isn't just physical, it's neurological. Your brain is constantly processing where your body is in space, how fast you're moving, and how to adjust in real time. When you stop challenging your balance, your brain stops refining those signals. That means slower reactions, less precise movement, and a reduced ability to recover when something unexpected happens. In other words, it's not just your body getting less stable. It's your entire system becoming less responsive. The hidden cost: loss of independence. This is where it becomes real, because balance doesn't just affect movement, it affects independence. Simple things start to feel different. Walking on uneven ground, getting in and out of a car, climbing stairs, turning quickly. And over time, you start to limit yourself, not because you want to, but because you don't fully trust your body, and that loss of confidence is often what leads to the biggest lifestyle changes. The good news and what to do. The good news is this: balance is highly trainable. At any age, And it doesn't require complicated routines. In fact, some of the most effective balance exercises are simple. Standing on one leg, slow controlled movements, shifting your weight intentionally, practicing stability in safe environments. Even a few minutes a day can start to rebuild coordination, strength, reaction time, and confidence. The key is consistency, not intensity, bringing it all together. So when we ask, what happens if you avoid balance training as you age? It's not just about balance, it's about slower reactions, weaker muscles, reduced coordination, lower confidence, and eventually, less independence. But when you train it, even in small ways, you reverse that process. You stay steady, you stay capable, and most importantly, you stay in control of how you move through your life. Final thought. If this helped you understand how balance really affects your body as you age, start simple. Test your balance today. Because the earlier you train it, the longer you keep it. And if you want more simple, science-based ways to stay strong, mobile, and independent as you get older, make sure to subscribe.